The topic of this lecture is the product line and product mix. The general food marketing profile at the beginning of this series of videos changes the company was making in the marketing of the sum of its many products. It is unusual today for a medium or large size company to market a single product. In looking at the product offering of an organization, we use the term product line and product mix. A product line is a group of the closely related programs or the products offered by an organization. An organization's product mix consists of all the individual products available through the organization. The general foods market several different product lines including the desserts, beverage, breakfast foods, pet foods, and the main meal items. A firm's breadth of the product mix is determined by the number of the product lines marketed by the firm. Some firms, such as the Kellogg's, have very narrow product mix offering a very limited number of the product lines. Other companies, such as the General Electric, have very broad product lines. General Electric sells light bulbs, small appliances, major appliances, heavy equipment such as power plant generators, small electrical motors, repair services, and the electrical parts. An organization's depth of the product mix is determined by the number of the size, models, and colors available within which each product line. Thus, Kellogg's product mix is deep because they market a number of the different brands of the cereals, each in several different size package. Coors beers has both a different narrow and a very shallow product mix with only a limited number of the lines, brand, size, and package types available for the sale. The specific product lines to be offered by an organization are determined by the overall strategic plan and objectives of the organization, including the segment of the target market and the need of the target market that the organization is trying to satisfy. New product lines can be developed internally or can be acquired through acquisition. The same two options are available for expanding an organization's product offering within each product line. The management of the product line is discussed in the new videos. The key thing to understand this point is that the firm product mix should be a function of the objectives, target market, and the buyer behavior of the target market. An example of how one firm is altering their product mix based on these three factors is presented in the Wendy's marketing in action on the next portion of the video. Production life cycle. In 1971, 5,000 smoke detectors were sold in the United States. In the next several years, the market grew rapidly to a 10 million units per year business by the 1978 in only 1 year. The rapid growth attracted many competitors who flooded the market. Price dropped from the minus almost $50 when they were first introduced in 1971 to under $15. The market has now started to decline. It is forecast to be the almost 8 million units or less by the 1983, and only 4 of the 25 companies previously in the industry are still producing smoke detector. What has happened in the smoke detector market is an example of the product life cycle. The product life cycle is the series of the stages that a product class goes through from its introduction until it is taken off the market. It is usually divided into 4 stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and the decline. Look at the basic product life cycle model. Here is the x-axis is the time, and on the y-axis is the dollar. It means that the revenue of that product from the whole life cycle. And look at that, here is the introduction, growth, maturity, and the decline. So look at the first portion of the growth life cycle of the product is the introduction of the product in the is the launching phase of the product into the market. And the second one is the growth, where the sale volume go high rather than the introduction, while in the maturity product the sale volume goes very too much high. And look at that, the graph peak is too much high, and it shows that its selling is on the peak, and the ratio of the profitability is also on the peak point. Then after a time of interval, additional new products prosper needs to sustain the company growth. It goes into the decline stage because new products also come into the market. Although some products classes have somewhat different pattern, and the typical product life cycle pattern illustrated in the previous part of the video, different marketing strategies are required for product at different stages of the life cycle. And you may say last the this is so it is important for marketing managers to understand each of the stage. We will define the stages in this video, and all these are the stages of the life cycle discussed in the previous part of the video. So I hope so that you have to learn about the life cycle of any product.